very, very happy to be here this morning in this attempt to try to get a stronger drive in investment in Montenegro. Montenegro is, as far as I can see at least, and I think many people would agree, far below its real potential when it comes to investment and also growth. This country can do far better than currently. There has been investments, obviously. We have investors in the room, but many of those dates quite long time back in time. And latest years has been really focused very much on real estate and tourism as regards investments from FDIs in the country. There is Snezhana mentioned, Ms. Jurovic mentioned, there is a very good smart specialization strategy developed. It's based on long studies from many actors, OECD, World Bank and so on. And it will show that there is a number of potential, number of advantages, comparative advantages for Montenegro in renewable energy, in organic food, in sustainable tourism, and in ITC. But this strategy, despite having been implemented a couple of years, has not yielded real investments, so something has been missing. So what we tried to do is to see how can we help in turning this strategy, turning these comparative advantages to actually achieve real investments on the ground. And there is an ongoing work on this, and there are, of course, changing conditions. And what we are bringing from our side, from the EU side, is the clear perspective of EU membership. We believe this is the maybe biggest change that will come. It's an anchor. It would create stability for doing business, for making investments, for making partnerships. But it's important because it doesn't come for free. The EU accession comes with necessary reforms. So it's a dual thing. It's creating stability, but it's also necessitate the reforms that have not happened in the past and which has hampered the business climate and investments to take place in the country. And so we're trying to work on this now. We're working with the investment agency, which has also been reformed. We're working with key ministries. And the pilot that we want to run for, we will cover all the sectors where there is advantage. But the first one we want to see how we can do this further is on renewable energy, because we believe that this is a sector that is heavily underused. And we know from the past that there are interest in investment in the sector which could double, triple, quadruple the energy production of Montenegro. And this could be a huge change of the society. It can bring in enormous benefits and income, which could generate growth and investments also in other sectors. But for this to happen, there needs to be changes, of course. There needs to be regulatory changes. The reforms need to accompany the investments to come. It needs to be done, and the good thing is that it is happening. The energy community is there. Montenegro needs to align, but it has to go faster. So these reforms needs to be accelerated, so in the energy sector as such. There are also other reforms hampering business, and for this sector, maybe and for any investments to take place, the rule of law is key. And here we also see a progress. Montenegro is advancing fast. Last year it achieved the so-called interim benchmarks for the accession process. It's the first country in the region who has done that. It's actually the first country anywhere, because these are new requirements allowing for exceeding the EU. And on the trajectory now to become a member state in 2028, all the reforms needs to happen by 2026. So this is good news. I think it's good news for Montenegro, can become a member state. It's good news for the EU, they get a new member state. And it's good news for doing business, because this creates a security for contracting, for achievements. The role of the EU could also be important here. So we have a number of tools that we can apply for market investments which might be higher risk. We can provide guarantee systems. We can also sponsor feasibility studies to some extent if there is too high risk to go in and do the work by an investor. So we can sponsor the market entry, while we cannot sponsor pure energy production. That's a market issue, that's for business to be done. But the surrounding issues, we can sponsor, on the other hand, if there is a need for innovative solutions. As an example, if EPCG, as one of the companies in the market, would like to change to green, this could require a lot of research, a lot of investments, innovation, and that's something the EU can also sponsor. But also, we have EBRD is here, we have other banks in the room. Loans is also available, also for private investments if structured in the right way. And the working together with the EU on the one hand and with the bank on the other hand creates also safety and stability if there would be legal issues later on, because we would be behind those investments, we would follow the investments, and we will support the people that we support. So I think that's very important. So finally to say that we believe there is this very high potential. We need it can happen. It's not going to come automatically. And we're very happy to sponsor this attempt to bring more investments to Montenegro. Thank you.